How do I tackle doubt? Can I tell you something? I've learned this. I used to think that if I doubted myself, it meant that I wasn't ready. Like, the volume of that thought was so loud. Like, it was crazy loud. Does that sound familiar? Now, I feel like I've learned that the presence of doubt means that I'm growing. Because every meaningful thing I've ever done in my life came with doubt attached to it. My journey as a woman, becoming a wife, a mother, in my professional life, launching this project. None of it happened because I was confident. In fact, I was anything but. It happened because I reached a point where I realized that if I let doubt make my decisions, I'd never accomplish anything that I'd hoped for. These days, I don't think doubt is trying to tell us to stop. I think it's just asking us a question. Like, how badly do you want this? Whatever it is. Because if your dreams don't make you a little bit nervous, maybe they aren't stretching you enough. The problem isn't that we feel doubt. The problem is that we start believing it. Because sometimes it's the loudest voice in the room. We tell ourselves, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm not qualified. That's a huge one. Someone else can do this better than me. What if I fail? But here's what I do when those thoughts show up. And I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to challenge you to do the same. Even if it's little by little. When doubt starts creeping in, for me, I start thinking about the people who have already done the very thing I'm about to do. Or something like it. Are every single one of those people more intelligent than me? More thoughtful than me? More sincere than me? More capable? Do they all have something I don't? That's impossible. Some may know things I don't know yet. Some may have started before I did. Some may have had different opportunities. But they all aren't somehow more worthy than me. And then I remember something even more important. Scripture reminds me that my worth was never something I had to earn. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am deeply loved because I am His creation. And my eternal worth isn't based on my performance. It's a gift made possible through grace and the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. That's my belief. His word has never lied to me. So why would I believe the lies the doubts keep telling me? And so I remind myself, if they can, so can I. I just get to do it in my time, in my way, for His purpose. And every step I take, I'm becoming a better version of myself. Not a perfect version, but a better version. That's how I tackle doubt. Not because it disappears, but because I refuse to let it make my decisions. Because here's what I've discovered. Confidence doesn't come before the first steps. Think about that one. Confidence never comes before the first step. Confidence is built because of the first step. Every time you do something you thought you couldn't do or were afraid to do, you collect another piece of evidence that you're capable. Eventually, your experience becomes louder than your fear. There's another verse that I come back to often, and it goes, and I'm paraphrasing, your word is a lamp to my feet and a lamp to my path. You know what I love about that? A lamp doesn't light up the whole road. It simply gives you enough light for the very next step. I think that's intentional. God rarely shows us the entire journey. He asks us to trust him with the next step. And once we take it, he lights the next one. Looking back now, I realize I wasn't fearless. I was just willing to be uncomfortable, willing to look inexperienced, willing to learn, willing to keep going before I had everything figured out. Maybe courage isn't the absence of doubt. Maybe courage is deciding that your purpose has a louder voice than your fear. Now, I don't have all the answers. I'm rebuilding too. These are simple things that I'm learning along the way, and maybe, just maybe, they'll encourage someone else who's rebuilding their life too. So let me ask you, how do you handle doubt? Or maybe even a better question, what's one dream, goal, thing that you want to do that you've been putting off because you've been waiting to feel ready? I genuinely love to hear your thoughts in the comments, because I think we all grow when we hear each other's story. And friend, you absolutely have what it takes. You just have to take what you have and start. Thank you so much for coming along this journey with me. I'm so grateful that you're here. And welcome to the Rebuild Project. Have a great day.